All right, so the exciting news is you have a contract, you're starting to move, but guess what? You are sitting there on the couch with your ice cream and bonbons and you don't know where to begin. It's because you need these 9 tips and tricks on how to move effectively. Stay tuned, we're gonna get you started. Hey, Brian Hymas here, realtor here in the Boise, Idaho area. That's the Treasure Valley. In this video, we're gonna discover 9 tips and tricks that are actually gonna get you off your couch. Instead of wondering where to start, you will know exactly what to do and how I can help you get started. This is the 9 tips and tricks to helping you move more efficiently and faster, and a little bonus for it at the end. And remember, if you want to move to Boise, Idaho, and you are not committed to a realtor yet, I would be tickled pink if I get a phone call just like dozens and dozens of others who contact me, email me, text me, call me each month at the number or email on your screen. Feel free to do so. I would be happy to help you. If you are interested in Boise or Boise, Idaho real estate, click subscribe, click the bell for all things real estate and Boise real estate related. This is your place. You'll be sent an email and a desktop notification when a new video is released. The first thing that you should do when moving is something you should have done long ago, and that is declutter, throw it away, donate it to Goodwill, donate it to Savers, wherever it might be, get it out, declutter, almost like you are getting ready to show your home. The realtor or your stager will tell you that when you're getting ready to sell your home. You need to declutter. Get stuff out. Now, the one place you don't need to get stuff out of when showing your home, at least here in Idaho, is the garage. You can stuff stuff in there. But I highly recommend cleaning that out too. Why? Because we are trying to get you moving fast. And this best way is to declutter. Throw stuff away, donate it, get it out, garage sale, whatever it might be, get it out of there. How many times have you done a move and then when you get to your new house, you have no idea where things are at? Okay, this tip is going to help you. If you use the right size boxes, you're not gonna be throwing jewelry in the bottom of a box that has a clothes hanger in it and you'll be at the bottom. You'll find a small box for the jewelry. You'll find a large, tall, narrow, skinny box for your dresses. You will find a medium box for your plates. You will find the right size box for your stuff. Also, your boxes should have handles. When you're hanging your clothes, they should be hanging on a clothes rod. Whatever it's called. It should be hanging. And those boxes are available. I promise you, if you don't use the Amazon boxes, your life will be so much easier. And it's also gonna pack better. So take that into consideration when you have a move coming up. Also, have you ever packed for a vacation and you've had such a little space that you throw socks and maybe a dress-up tie in your shoes and you stuff them in there? Same concept with boxes. Don't leave that empty space, especially when you have plates. There are so many things. We buy special paper, we buy the bubble wrap, we buy all that stuff when in all reality, you don't always have to have it. You can use what's around you with clothes and towels and things like that to pack some of those fragile things. So that's another little tip for you in the right size boxes. And also with the boxes, if you can avoid huge boxes that just hold a ton of stuff, it's gonna make it easier to maneuver through doorways. It's gonna be easier to carry. So get the right size boxes and preferably smaller boxes. Also, when you're packing fragile things, make sure you have the bubble wrap, the paper, the towels like I mentioned before. We want to make sure that these fragile things don't get broken in the move. A good woman in your life, and I know this is not politically correct, but I'm saying it anyway, will hopefully take care of that problem for you. If not, listen to the mail right here on the end of the screen. Get those fragile things protected. Just like you do when you travel, you take those 3 ounces and you put them in a Ziploc bag. Same concept goes for everything you have that could leak. Put it in a sealable bag. That was number 4. And before we get to number 5, take a second, click that subscribe button and click that bell so you're notified on all things real estate, all things moving, all things Boise real estate, all of that. And you will be given an email. And if the worst case scenario, you don't like the email that comes through, you see the subject line, you're like, that doesn't apply to me. Great. But when the one that comes to you does apply to you, you're going to see it and you'll see it right away. It's going to help you a ton. All things Boise real estate, click subscribe, then that bell, and you'll be notified when a new video is made. Number 5, and this is something my wife did excellently when we moved into this house. She said that she was going to take all the time in the world to label everything correctly, and it paid off because when we had about 5 or 6 people help us move in. Rooms each had a color, and it said upstairs or downstairs, and the doorways were marked with a certain color. So if you had a green label, you just followed the color code, walk upstairs, put the green box in the box with the green label in that room, and it made it so easy. Now, obviously, some are garage, some are kitchen. You don't need to label everything with a color because some things are just, you know where they're at when you're moving in a new home, like the kitchen especially, because it's always on the main floor. That would be something to consider, is having those colored labels. And if you can't do colored labels, then at least label everything. I promise you, an extra day of packing will save you days and days of frustration on the back end. Promise you. Number 6, do not procrastinate the day of your packing. Why do I say that? Because it has happened. I've had sellers moving things out after someone takes possession of their home. It is not cool. Not cool at all. One thing you could do is set a timer to do 1 or 2 hours a day. That's a simple little tip. It might take you a little bit longer than that, but 1 to 2 hours a day at least can get you started for the that next 30 days before you have to actually leave the house. Number 7, something I've actually seen a few of my buyers do excellent, and that is they have packed a suitcase for a couple days because while they're unpacking things, they need to be able to live. So that's in toiletries, that's toilet paper, that's Kleenex, that's paper towels, that's paper plates, that's utensils, that's clothes, that's underwear, that's the whole 9 yards that you'll need. Almost like you're going on a vacation for a couple days, maybe a camping trip for a couple days. That way you can be prepared for anything that you'll need while you unpack. I would for sure do that. When people move in, I will try to read, engage, and see if they need those things. Also, the kitchen, you'll probably be cooking, so you might want to add a pot or a pan or something in there so that you can maybe cook. Maybe it's a 9x13, whatever it might be. For sure, probably the cookie tray, right? That's an essential. I'm sure it is. Now, when you're actually doing the moving part in a truck and you're putting stuff into the truck, the one thing I would suggest is doing big items first. That usually includes furniture, that includes fridges. A lot of times they'll save these spots for the end. And what that does is it prohibits you from actually packing around the furniture or around the fridge. And so my suggestion would be to actually pack those things in first so that you can put little boxes and things around them. You obviously can do it how you want, but that's what I've seen work the best for trying to play Tetris in a moving truck. Now, how many of you have actually hired a mover, a professional moving company? Now, they can get a little pricey because if you live on such and such end of the town, they'll charge you an extra 25 bucks, plus they'll charge you 50 bucks for the delivery of the truck, plus they'll charge you this, that, and the other, and it seems like it's just too much money. I will tell you, for $1,000, you can get 2 guys who are licensed and insured, and they will move all your stuff, so if anything breaks, it's on them. And you can just have them do the big stuff, the pool table, the piano, the fridge, the washer. You better not think your dryer's heavy, but they can do that one too for you. The point is, if you can get professional movers for just 4 hours, they can do a ton of the work, and you'll be surprised at how far that $1,000 goes. When all is said and done, especially in this market, when you're pocketing money on the sale of your home, you should have money left over to save $1,000 just to make it easy. Plus, it's not worth, in my opinion, the headache. I cannot stand the pain that comes with moving. It is a process. I actually forget about that as a realtor a lot of times. These people put their heart and soul into it. They've been spending 30 days packing. Every day they're going to bed exhausted. So if that is you, make sure you set aside about $1,000 just to get a mover to do at least the heavy stuff. Now, I don't know if that's the prices in New York City. I know in Boise that was the price quoted us about $800 for about 4 hours. And it's a lot of money, $100 a person for 4 hours. But worth it because they do all the heavy stuff and you're not spending time at the chiropractor in the next 4 weeks trying to get it fixed. Also, as a bonus for you, if I could give you one tip that will also save your back, that is put your box spring and your mattress at the edge of the truck so that those things are set up in your rooms and you have a good night's sleep. That would be a bonus tip for you. Please take it away, store it, don't share it with anyone. It's really secretive. And it'll help you and save your back. I'm also genuinely curious about your experience in moving. I think this list is probably twice as long. Those are just the tips and tricks that I've come up with. Share your tricks and tips below. I would love to see those, and we can actually help others in the process. Also, if you know someone who's already sold their home, share this video with them because they're moving and they need it. They need to know the 9 tips and tricks that they need to know before moving and not after. After it's too late. Plus the bonus, right? They need all 10 of those. If you are thinking about moving and you need these tips, then watch this for yourself. And maybe it's Boise. Maybe you're thinking about moving to Boise and maybe you don't know the cost of living in Boise. Let's put the cost of living video right here so you can see it, so you can click it. And if you're interested in Boise, check out our cost of living. People move here for cost of living. They move here for the conservative way of life, 4 seasons. It's a great place. Love it. But if you're moving somewhere else, happy trails. And if this video can help you or someone else, please share, like, subscribe. And if you're moving to Boise, I've already said this once, you can be like the dozens of others I get each month who contact me, and there's no better compliment that I can receive, and I truly mean this, than receive a text or a phone call at the number on your screen, or an email from the email on your screen. Tell me that you're moving to Boise. I would love, absolutely love to help you make this move to Boise. I have 9 tips and tricks, plus a bonus, that are gonna make your world spin. No. I have not, let's just start over. Make this, not this, cut that, make that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I have 9 tips and tricks that are gonna make your world off. The good woman in your life will make sure that these things are happening, because us men can be a little bit, this is gonna sound terrible, I'm probably politically incorrect by doing this, who knows. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Because those are something that I will actually give my clients. Let's not put the client stuff in there. Okay, let's just end it there. Okay. Genuinely curious. Blah, blah. I'm also genuinely curious. Okay.